r/Tinder is a freaky place. So if you're not ready to go to Freaktown, get off the bus at the next stop. But if you are ready, then strap up and strap in, because it's gonna get bouncy. I don't know where I was going with that. Being in a relationship from my teenage years now into my 20s, I've never had to go on a dating app. So I've never had any experience with them. That's why today I'm taking a look at r/Tinder to see what you singletons are up to. Raise your hand if you're single. Let's get into it. Just started my reverse OnlyFans. Sending you pictures of my sack until you pay me to stop. Oh my god. Is it the volume of images they get sent that makes them so disgusted they want to stop? Or is it just how bad the sack is? How hairy is this fucking sack is the real question. How many wrinkles do you have on that fucking thing that people are desperate to not see it? I mean, balls, they don't be looking good actually. So, you know, no one's got completely smooth balls. I told you we're going to Freaktown, alright? I'm dead. This girl has a credit score on her profile. 811 points with TransUnion. So when the bar's like fully maxed out, she becomes trans or what? You've not got long then. You know, if you're sliding in this girl's DMs, you gotta do it quick because she's gonna have some smooth balls soon enough because they're gonna be plastic. I don't know how bottom surgery works, okay? I don't know if you could tell. Hey, so thanks for last night. These dates with you have been really nice. You're a pretty smart and fun lady. I just wanted to ask about something and I wanted to be honest to you about it. When do you think we're going to be intimate? Intimacy is very important to me. And before getting into a relationship with someone, just want to consider all things. 360. To be honest, you're not usually my body type. And I would like to experience that first so I can decide. What was 360? Is that her weight in kilograms? Because honestly, if that's the case, fair enough, because he just wants to know if he will get crushed. Is his life on the line? He just wants to know. To be honest, you're not usually my body type. What does that mean? I like you, you're just fat and ugly, and I'm not used to sleeping with fat and ugly people, so I just want to sleep with you to know if, like, I'm into your fat and ugliness. How to not get a fucking girl. 101, I think. Kind of obvious that you shouldn't really say that. Hello. I don't get intimate with someone until I have full trust and a deep connection with them. Reading your message and thinking about what you said tonight, I don't think our values align, and I would like to end this here. All the best. Bitch! Sorry, I just had to let loose on that bitch, because that's definitely how he's saying it. You know the video of that rapper guy and he's in the booth? That's exactly how I imagine this guy just like shouted that at his phone. What? She doesn't want to sleep with me after I said she's fat and fucking ugly, 360 kilogram ass whale. Women these days, man, love matching with Americans. Where will you go next? Germany maybe? Question mark. But she nearly let out a bitch. It's on the tip of everyone's tongue. It's fun. You can't blame them for doing it. I'm in Germany now. In what city? In Zurich. That's not Germany. Americans, that's so smart, man. How do they know so much about geography? It's baffling. How are you matching with Americans, though? Like, if you're not in America, I mean, why would you even bother? You're like thousands of miles away. Nobody's penis is that long. I know everyone thought mine was. It's not. It's quite small. What was I saying? I forgot. Yeah, no. How are you matching with Americans if they're that far away? What's the point? Unless you are so rich that you can just catch that many flights, you know? But other than that, like, surely that's just going to be annoying. You're not staying horny for the whole 12-hour flight. And then you've got to get through passport control. You know, when they're patting you down at the airport, maybe that will bring it back a little bit. But even so, I don't think it's enough. Yeah, I don't understand the single human's brain, I suppose. Raise your hand if you're single again. Such a pleasant exchange. I am very nervous about the election. How about you? Which way are you hoping? Trump. I'm from Pa. Americans, where is Pa? I know I just made fun of your geography skills, but you guys know the states better than anyone. What the fuck is Pa? Pakistan? Philadelphia? No, that would be PH, right? I don't know, it's probably fucking like New York or something. Fair enough. Yeah. End of the world. I'm so sad. Oh wow. What are you looking for? I'm only looking for that little wet hole, preferably tight between your legs. If it isn't tight, I'll go for anal, I guess. But you'll have to shower. I don't get who people think they are, that they think they are just entitled to other people's bum holes. If you genuinely believe that you are just entitled to put your willy in anyone's bum that you desire, you are insane. There's a lot to unpack here. Another thing is this double standard. What did he said? Little wet hole. Okay. For a woman, they stand around in their groups and they flex about having the little wet hole. Oh, I'm shivering saying this fucking sentence. I hate it. That's what I imagine women do. They stand around, yo, my vajayjay is so little. But when I stand in my group of friends and I tell them I got a little wet dick, I just get laughed at. Yeah, in life, there's a fine line between making someone uncomfortable and trying to flirt, and if you cross it, bad news. And what's making this cross the line for me is the fact that little is spelled L-I-L. He's entitled to your bum, but he wants you to clean it first. The fucking audacity of some people is shocking. Just to spite him, I would say yes, but I wouldn't shower. Sorry, I've got a big gaping vajayjay and a tight bum, but my bum stinks, so fuck you. We live in a generation where men have to work harder than their grandfather is, or women way worse than their grandmother is. Change my mind. If I was single and I was on a dating app, top 10 things I wouldn't do, complain about women if I'm trying to make women like me. If you don't like women, why is your preference set too straight? You want Willy in your bum. The other incels aren't gonna come and suck you off. It's over for 5-5 Christmas elves. It is the middle of the fucking year. It's been over for a while. Okay, here it goes then. Mine would be aviophobia. Boring. Point is, he shoots his shot. Says, so how about I take you to beep? She says, sure. Please be tall though. Don't worry. I'll buy a ladder on the way. I'm 5'5", you? 5'3". You okay with it? No. Why would anyone be? Where is the rest of you? To be fair, my friend, where is the rest? I know people are, oh, it's on the penis. But it's fucking definitely not. Just being real. Like, that's only a 2-inch difference. You know, I get she's a midget too, and the whole thing is like, oh, if you're a midget, you can't want a fucking giant, because how's that even gonna work? At least like a 4-inch clearance, you know? I don't know, what's she gonna do, man? If you guys get jumped, is she gonna fucking have to fight the guy, you know? And I get 5'5" people, they can backpack a motherfucker and strangle him to death. But she don't know that. You know, she's going off appearance. I kinda get it. But as a 5'6" individual, I cannot relate. Me and you are not the same, buddy. Why would anyone settle for you? You fucking dwarf. Kill yourself. English men are better in bed. How do you know this? What language is this? Brev et Middelande. I think this is like Swedish. Again, no Englishman's penis is reaching to Sweden. You know, are you really going to be catching a flight because you're horny? Any takers? Question mark. I'm looking for someone who will let me finger them. Why are men so squeamish when I try to shove my finger in their ass? Why are men so squeamish when I try and shove my whole fucking fist in their bum? Honestly, I will praise you for being a woman in a man-dominated field, and I will also praise you for being brave. Like, women, I think, tend to be cleaner than men. So when a man asks, he knows it's probably gonna smell like roses down there. You just want a stinky finger. You're probably not even into the bum. You're probably just into the smell if you're after doing this with men, because there's no fucking way it's clean down there. How can you say you're fat when you have a perfect jawline? Babes, it's all angles and filters, and bigger people can still have a slim face. Well, why don't you bring your fat ass over here and let me cook you dinner? I feel like I should be offended, but I actually like that. It made me giggle. Time and date, I'll be there. She was offended, and then she heard about free dinner. Each to their own. Some people like chewing on stinky fingers. Some people like eating real food. I know who I relate with. Do you ever wear a butt plug on a motorcycle? What happened to hello, how are you? Man, everything's so woke nowadays, man. Can't even ask a simple yes or no question without people freaking out on you. How about you just answer the question? It's either a 2-letter answer or a 3-letter answer. Come on, what's all these extra letters for, man? My God, people these days, bro. Imagine you die in a motorcycle accident and at the autopsy they just have to pull your butt plug out. That's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. His profile said he didn't have any kids. You have kids? Question mark. 1 son. To be totally honest, and I don't mean to be rude, but kids aren't my thing. I don't know how else to say that, but wanted to be straightforward with you. Not mine either. Is this Aura? Anyway, let's grab a coffee. No, thank you. Fuck off, damn. When I read not mine either, I heard the, you know, that shit started playing. Am I evil for saying this is actually really funny? You got kids? I don't like kids. Sorry about that. Oh, really? No way. I fucking hate them too. That's why I like left all 3 of mine with a single mother. Not dealing with that shit. You know what I mean? Too much poo and whining. Ugh. Yeah, no, not for me. That's why I left. Anyway, wanna go get a coffee? That's evil, man. This is how I like to experience Tinder. Just reading other people's horror stories. I would never in a million years ever want to be one of these people. Hey, raise your hand if you're single again. Anyway, this is all I've got. Thank you for watching this far. If you did, leave a comment. Let me know. Comment, I don't know, something funny and original. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.